What is going on, guys? I don't know if you've been paying attention, but we've been collecting a little bit of stuff in the background for most of my videos. And today I'm finally going to be installing some long tube headers on Sierra. I know it's been requested a couple times, or saying like, hey, like, when you need to put them on. We start right now. So I've got everything. I got the gaskets, the bolts, I got everything. I'm actually gonna show you a clip from when I first opened them. I got them like a month and a half ago. I'll show you the rest here soon. But yeah, check this clip out.
Alrighty, this is way advanced timing of this. As you can see here, I just received this box of the long tube headers from California. They've been on a journey. It's like 11:30 at night. I just got back from the gym. Like, I'm too excited to not open this, but I wanted to get my genuine first reaction. So I'm gonna open it up because if I don't, I'm gonna go absolutely insane. I don't know about you. You got these big old staples in the middle. Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. Assuming that this box is the white pipe and everything. Oh, that looks so cool. Look at this. Oh, it looks so cool in person. Blah, blah, blah. This is for off-road only. Of course it's gonna be off-road only. I spent 500 bucks for a sticker and it came with long tube headers. Who would have thought? All right, so here's all the setup. Officially out in display, out of the boxes. They've been sitting here forever. It's crazy. But let's start off with here. So we got our 1" 7/8 long tube headers by Speed Engineering there. And really good quality. Everyone I've seen online says these things are great. Haven't had any issues with them. I mean, they're pretty reasonably priced. I mean, it's pretty cool. And here's the white pipe and everything, all the connectors, and get ready to go back to your exhaust and whatnot, which we're gonna actually have to, hers is already welded. We're gonna have to cut it. And then once we install the white pipe, we're gonna have to go to an exhaust shop and get them to weld it back on and all that kind of good stuff. So we'll be running open headers for a little bit until we can get that in, but that's okay. We went ahead and got some genuine GM parts right here. We want to get these gaskets because they're like some dual layered like metal, and they're like better than these. This is what they give you. I've heard like these kind of blow out and everything. They're not, I guess, good quality, which is okay. These aren't really expensive and everything, but we got some ARP header bolts, brand new. ARP is, from our bread, is like the best of the best when it comes to these parts and bolts. So obviously we spent all the money just on the sticker. So shout out to Speed Engineering for that. That's awesome. This is what I'm excited for too. So we actually picked up some of these MSD spark plug wires. I know people might be like, oh, it's not gonna do much and MSD sucks, which I've for some reason read on, but I don't really know. So I'm gonna use this to find out. But here's a part number if you want to pick it up. I'm actually gonna link all of this in the description, or at least tell you where I got it. I think I picked these up from like O'Reilly's, but I'll link everything else of what I picked up. And we got some heat sleeves too for these wires. So we'll make sure we keep those nice and protected so they're not melting. Got new spark plugs. I need to change them out. I really don't know when the last time that's ever been changed was, so we're gonna figure that out now. But I wanted to make sure she's all fresh. So good wires, good new brand new spark plugs, all that kind of good stuff. And actually, I forgot to mention, I got this copper spray gasket sealant. I've got a tech friend who told me this is good for spraying on these gaskets to make sure they're heat transfer or whatever. So yeah, put that on there. And unfortunately, as all things go, nothing goes to plan. I picked up this cheap little bolt extractor from like Advance or whatever. Got a little wrench for my spark plugs too. But I picked that up because I went to go look in here for some reason. I don't know why I did. Literally sitting on the factory headers was this guy. One of the bolts has already said, see ya dude, and seared itself right off. So we're gonna have a blast getting that out. And I don't have a welder, I don't have an induction heater. So I'm gonna give this a shot because I'm just doing this with like hand tools, y'all. Like I don't have all this money for power tools and all this like impact stuff. So we're gonna do everything with hand tools and just give it our best shot, you know, kind of stay at least somewhat budget friendly, even though we've already spent a decent amount on all this stuff. I'm excited for it. I'm ready to show you guys how to do it. And you know, just we're really getting around to making Sierra like, you know, race truck stuff. I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited because I've never done this before and it's kind of a big deal to me. I don't know, like
I'm trying to learn how to work on trucks and stuff as I do this, so it's like I'm learning here. So I'm excited, I'm eager, I'm anxious, I'm nervous for those header bolt things, because this is just one. All the other ones are on there, but she has 186,000 miles on her, so it's going to be a challenge. I really hope the rest of them don't shear off, but who knows, we'll see. Anyway, yeah, that's why I got her in here all sideways so I can close the garage and everything, because I feel like she's gonna be in here for a while. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and let's do that. Oh, just a little tip too. I went ahead and picked up this socket accessory kit because all I have is stuff like that. And then like these 1/2 inches right here in that breaker bar. So I know I'm gonna need some of these extensions and definitely some of these swivel joints. If you don't have one of these and you have maybe something basic like this or like that, pick one of these up. I think it was like maybe 20 bucks, AutoZone, wherever, you know, try it out. I think since I had that transmission rebuilt, these are like really easy to get off. Once I remove this trans support, I'll also get the jack and I'll put it under here and support it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and loosen up these guys right here. These bolts are 21 millimeter, and then the ones up in here, which are those two guys right there, are a 15 millimeter. Take those out, but before you completely remove it, go ahead and put a jack underneath this or whatever support you wanna use. So this way, this obviously you don't want this to collapse because this is literally a support. So. So the trans brace is out, so we're all good to go there. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the ground to the battery here, just because I'm gonna be messing with spark plugs, wires, and all that kind of stuff, and sensors. So just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the battery. So also gonna go ahead and take this fender liner out so we can get access to these headers in here. So there's a bunch of these like T15 little screws in here or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all these little guys out and see if I can find them all. And then we'll go ahead and pull her out on both sides and we'll dig in. Alright you guys, if you have an aftermarket cold air intake, you won't have this giant big old piece of thing right here normally. I'm just gonna go ahead and release in this little clamp and then take off the old cap, and then we'll pop this plastic piece off right here. Y'all, now, so I got the dipstick out of here. I got the cover for the oil. To get this dipstick off, you see that little 10 millimeter bolt right there? Just gotta grab that guy off and then we'll be able to pull this thing out. Before we go ahead and start pulling this out, I'm gonna go ahead and get my spark plug wires out of here. What I'm gonna do is just pull on the boot itself. Might be a little hard if it's the first time. I don't know when these have ever been changed, if I'm being honest with you. There's one. We'll go ahead and just start going down the line and getting the rest of them. So I think they might be blocking this one, at least that bottom one down there. So we'll go ahead and grab this guy. Just wiggle him off a little bit. Just go ahead and take these guys out first. I like to get some needle nose and grab that heat shield. All I'm really doing is just get my hand up in here. There we go. So I kind of got a grip on that heat shield there. I'm just gonna pull him out. There we go. He's just like that. So we got all the spark plug wires off. Now, this guy should be easy to pull out here. Let's see how it's more loose. And I think it's like
connected way down there at the bottom. There we go. Perfect. Look at this. Just gotta shimmy them out. I think they said check your O-ring too. Mine looks to be okay. Everything looks to be all right. I'll go ahead and put this bolt back so I don't lose it. All right, now we're gonna get up in here, and as you can see, these bolts right here are pretty in rough shape, but it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hit them with some PB Blaster. Probably should have hit them beforehand so they can go through a heat cycle with it, but I just didn't think about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit those guys with some PB Blaster. Let them soak in for a bit. I'll probably just go ahead and do both sides as well. And then we'll probably go ahead and start loosening them up and then pull out this whole ensemble right here.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lock up shop tonight. I sprayed the living crap out of like all the header bolts and the bolts to detaching the cats from the headers themselves, and then let them soak overnight again. But yeah, it's like almost midnight. I got church early tomorrow, so I will catch up with y'all tomorrow. We'll see you then. All right, what's up, you guys? So this is day 2 of this project. I actually just broke all the O2 sensors loose, and I'll show you here in just a second. You're gonna have to move around and hold stuff, and it's a little bit of a tight spot, especially if you have a 4-wheel drive and you have to deal with like the transfer case, and you have to deal with the drive shaft from like the smaller one that connects the front transfer case to the front wheels or whatever. So that's kind of in the way, so you have to like work around it. And also like my jack stand and my jack are kind of like in the way a bit, so I'm like having to like wrap my arm around them and like pull here. It's like, you know, it's a whole thing. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, and it's working for me.
Here we're the passenger side, and you'll see this O2 sensor right here. So it's been working for me is a 7/8. I've already, like I said, broken this one loose, so it's already ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get this one off, and then the second one down here, it lies right there. Also broken this one loose. The 7/8 isn't exactly a 100% perfect fit, but it does the job for me. It's the only thing I have that pretty much fits that. Went ahead and got this one as well, and then we'll go back over to the driver's side. All right, now we're up underneath, and you can see it just about right there. So that guy is a little hard to get, and I'm so serious. Like, I had to take this wrench right here, and I'm actually still having to do this. And all I'm doing is just like straight up, just like slowly turning it like this, and like sometimes I'll flip it, grab something, turn, flip it, grab something, turn. So I'll be here for a little bit doing this one, but then this guy right here isn't too terrible. Kind of had to get behind my jack right here, and then I went up and got the wrench and stuck it right up in here. You have to like really get the angle right to get a good bite on it, but as you can see, I've already gotten it pretty loose. So I essentially just kind of connected it like right here where this hand was, and I actually like jammed the crap out of my finger when it broke loose on that pipe right there, but hey, it's loose and we're gonna get it out. So once we do this, we'll go ahead and we'll get all those bolts off up there. So there's 3 of them on each side, and then we'll be able to go ahead and pull this entire thing off and down. All right, so like I said, here you go. There's one right there, boom. There's 2, and then there's number 3 at the top. So you can see him up there. I'm gonna go ahead and break these guys loose, get them all loosened up, and then we'll go to the passenger side, do those as well, and then hopefully this thing here will just come right off. It's 2 out of 3. We're gonna try a different angle. As you can see, this guy is finally starting to come out some. I'm having to like get my extension way out here and just to get him. So here we go. Same situation, just down here with this long extension, just to get that guy right there. All right, you guys, so this is day 3 on this project, but trying to get that bolt, and it can't really see it, but she is pretty daggum stripped. We just keep putting this thing back on there, and then I can hammer it on with the back of that thing right there. So that seems to be working, but I'm doing my absolute best to get that thing right there. Yeah, you can see it's pretty stripped. Nothing would fit on it, and for some reason it's the only one that's like not behaving like the rest. Like everybody else behaved. Everybody's behaved, but this one. And I've been dousing it in freaking just PB blaster. So we're gonna keep doing this and trying to get it off, and we'll see what happens or how long it's gonna take. Oh yeah, see this? I'm gonna get this thing off here. It's the last thing I do. There we go. Y'all, holy crap. Look at this thing though. Definitely stripped the crap out of it, but hey, it worked. It's off. We're good. And these are like, just, I don't understand. Like, these are butter. I don't get it. I've actually already broken, like I said, all of these. I've already disconnected. All my O2 sensors are hanging down. Now I'm gonna get all 6 bolts of these, so this side and the other side off, and then we'll go ahead and slide this Y pipe off and down. All right, I'm about to get this last bolt out here, and I'm hoping that this doesn't fall on my face. If it does, you get to watch. If this falls on my face, I'm gonna be so upset. Hello.
Hello. Do you want chicken nuggets?
I would love some chicken nuggets.
Well, there's chicken nuggets gonna be in there. Do I just go in the house?
Here we go. Yes! Yes! I gotta get out of here. Woo!
This one completely sheared off from the inside out, and it was a pain to get off. I mean, it just like completely bent the stud, and it made getting these caps off pretty difficult, if I'm being honest with you. But let's go ahead and get this heat shield off. And like I said here, we're gonna go ahead and get these heat shield bolts off. So all these are 10 mils right here. We got this guy here. We got our one up top, and then one over here. So then I can kind of get better exposure to the bolts in here. This concludes day 3 of this. We got these freaking cats off because those stupid bolts. We've taken off both heat shields to the headers themselves, but I'm actually gonna go get a torch tomorrow, and I'm gonna come back and torch these suckers. What's going on, guys? We're getting back at it. Now, I've got my torch here. I've got this, and then I got the head over there. I also went and grabbed one of these guys because I am terrified of getting anything plastic or rubber in there on fire. I don't know what it is. I'm known to be just roasting the bolts, but just in case, you know, surroundings, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get this torch ready, and then we're gonna light these things on fire. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get these header bolts off, and I'm completely terrified. I'm just really concerned that these things are gonna snap. So we're gonna say a quick prayer, and then we're gonna do it, because if they snap, that just turned this whole project into like, I don't know how long, so. All right, let's go up here and get this 1/2 inch. Oh. All right, I'm gonna tighten it a little bit. Tighten it back down some. Come on. There you go, do it again. Come on. Tap one more time. Yep, just kind of breaking things loose. Go for it again. Yep, nice and easy. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Woo. One out. Oh my gosh, that was, my heart is racing right now. All right, we got first one out. Good now? Woo. We're good. All right, baby, that's 2. Let's keep going. Cannot get to that last bolt right there with the torch through here. It's just a little too tight, so I'm actually coming underneath, and you can see the bolt is actually right there.
So what I'm doing is I'm just sticking this up, and it's kind of hard to show you with one hand, but I'm sticking it all the way up there until it's right next to the bolt, and then I'm setting it on fire. So seems to be working so far. I just checked the firewall here, this little like protective coating stuff, and it doesn't seem to be catching or anything. So I'm gonna continue with that, and then I'm gonna go up top and try to break it. So my ratchet actually can't really fit back here, and then with this coming out, they would get stuck. I'm actually having to get this 1/2 inch legit wrench right here and just slowly back this thing out, just like that. So I almost hit my face. I'm gonna stop recording now, and I'm gonna just go ahead and take that thing out. There we go. Woo! Alrighty, y'all, look at this. Oh yeah, we done made this progress. But look here, check this out. You see that? That stud is hanging out about 1/4 inch. That is very feasible to get out. And I'm thinking, like I said, look at that. Look how much that thing is sticking out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and get my daggum torch and light that thing up, and I'm gonna get some vice grips and go ahead and hook it on it and see if I can go ahead and pry that thing out of here. I should be able to. I mean, that's a good, look how much sticking out, dude. Yo, that's, praise the Lord for that. I can actually probably get this one out. I'm gonna hit this with the torch, and then we're gonna vice grip it up and grab it and see if we can twist it out. Let's get him out of here. It's spinning. Oh, it's spinning. Let's go. Let's go. God, I just have to slowly turn this thing out of here. Get on there. Oh, he's coming out, dude. He's coming out.
And we all got dreams. We all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it?
Let's go. Holy crap. Look at that, dude. Dude, what was funny is, like, I really think spraying that PB blaster on there and giving it them 2 heat cycles, like, dude, as soon as I put the vice grips on this and, like, locked them down, it started to turn fairly easily. We got that broken stud out without having to use the extractor kit or anything. Yeah, it was, all I had to do was just freaking put them vice grips on there, and it came right out like butter. And I just screwed it out towards the end. So praise the Lord for having all of these bolts out now. And y'all can see here, look at that. We're all good to go, baby. All of them out. Now, we're gonna go to the other side and start. And this is something that's kind of cool, I guess. I'm gotta start on the freaking driver's side, because look at this. Look how easy it is to reach all of these. I mean, yeah, all of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's just like right there. So hopefully now these will be super easy. And I mean, it's so easy to get access to the heat in here. I could just and be good to go. So I'm super excited about this. Like this, my mood is so boosted because now it's like, as soon as I get this one off, it's go time. Literally just get the freaking long tube headers in. Go ahead and pop these spark plug wires out. We just had our first casualty. I was literally trying to see, like, to find like a good position to get this thing loosened up, but as you can tell, this one freaking snapped on me, dude. As soon as I like literally put the ratchet on it just to see like a good, like I said, a good pulling angle to try to, you know, find what's best to get it loose, and it turned. I was like, oh no. So unfortunately, this one is also snapped, but you can see in there, there's still a little bit of stud hanging out. So I'm really hoping it's like the other side where I can have enough to really get a grip with the vice grips and then turn it off. So hopefully that happens. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and put this ratchet on here and see which ones turn, and so I don't have to waste any torch on it. Go. Woo. And if you're curious about how fast I'm turning this guy, it's literally just like this. That's all I'm doing. You can see that half slowly moving around. So I think a big thing with this job is just patience. Last thing you want to do is start really cranking on this thing and it, you know, breaks off in the head. It'll come out eventually.
So yeah, just gotta be patient. Already got one broken stud to deal with, but we don't want any more. So check this out, y'all. Look at the stud, dude. I got a lot of grip on there, and it's kind of hard to show you from an angle here. But yeah, dude, I have plenty of stud to grab, so that's a blessing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that torch again, light that thing up in there. We're gonna get them vice grips, we're gonna grab it, and start to twist. And she's coming out, baby. It's coming out, woo! Oh my gosh, what a freaking relief that is, dude. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually get a razor blade here and scrape off where the gaskets were, just to make sure we have a good solid place to mount, and you can actually see all this debris. Hopefully you can see that all this debris is actually falling off from where the old gasket was. So we're gonna go ahead and scrape all this off, whatever this old stuff is, and make sure we're ready for the new gasket. I think now I'm actually just going to put the passenger side headers in with the gaskets. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a little trick here. Something that's going to help these things whenever they it comes time to seat and seal during the heat cycle. So check this out. So remember this stuff I showed you in the beginning, this copper spray gasket? So this stuff right here is going to help these seal nice and good whenever all the high temps come and these things are kind of, you know, doing their heat cycle stuff. All you got to do is pretty much spray this stuff on both sides. You don't have to do it any craziness, no overspray. Just go, you know, on one side, flip it over, spray it again, and that should be good. And then you should let it dry, let the stuff evaporate a little bit, then we can go ahead and put it on here. I've already pulled out my 5 brand new ARP bolts. We'll change the spark plugs later because you see they're still sticking out, but I don't want to damage anything. I don't want to put the new ones in, damage those. So I'm gonna just leave them in just for a second, and then we'll go ahead and put our passenger side header in from the bottom. Let's go ahead and spray these off first. Stick it behind there. Alrighty, y'all, we finally got this freaking thing in here. It is so hard trying to hold this at this weird, awkward sitting down angle right here. Line up the gasket, line up the holes for the bolts, screw the bolt in. So this one was like the easiest one, the one in the middle here to get in first. So I started this one, tried to start like the back and then the front. Couldn't really get them in. So honestly, I really just kind of put this one in, almost tightened it, not like super tight, but I got it in pretty far, like close to where it's being tightened-ish. And then it kind of helped me give like this much wiggle room for the rest to kind of start lining up. So this one's in. It's got the nice Speed Engineering logo right there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and torque these guys down to 17 foot-pounds. The easiest way to get driver's side long tube header in is to drop either, for us forward drive guys, we can drop our front drive shaft, or we can take out the 2 bolts from our steering shaft and then be able to slide it down from the top. I kind of feel a little more comfortable doing just 2 bolts with the steering shaft, but went ahead and did a precaution, and I wrapped my steering wheel like this because I heard that as soon as you disconnect that this could kind of start to spin freely and then it could mess up your clock spring or whatever. So I went ahead and put my seatbelt on it, tightened it as much as I could get it. So hopefully this doesn't spin around. But yeah, the 2 bolts are super easy to get to. It's just this guy right here. And there's another one down there. You can see him right where my finger's pointing. And then that thing comes right out, and then we'll go ahead and slide the headers in from the top down. Man, how do y'all get that last bolt in back there, bro? Yeah, how do you do this? Someone tell me in the comments, please, because I have not a clue. But if you're seeing this video, that means I've figured it out. So tell me an easier way if I ever have to do this again. Actually, like, really making really good progress, and I am absolutely thrilled about it. But yeah, so I came from this angle actually, so you can see right in there that I've got a grip on this thing. And here we are, just turning her on in, and then it went right through, just like that. And then I got like 3 extensions, 1, 2, and then 3. But hey, it's working. All right, y'all. So actually turns out that I do need O2 sensor extensions, at least just for the passenger side here. But this guy just doesn't reach. Even if you come across here, over top, underneath, doesn't work. So we're gonna need an extension there. All right, y'all. So we have finally gotten those stupid freaking O2 sensors out. It was really crazy to get this thing out, but I pretty much just used a screwdriver, and I actually wedged it in between the connections from the connector and then this piece. Like right here in the back, you can see where I've been kind of wedging on it right there. I'd stick the screwdriver and kind of like pry it out. Kind of hit all angles, to be honest with you. I really didn't know how to, I couldn't really film it, and I was trying to figure it out. So that's what I did. I just kind of pressed this in all sides to just try to push it out. People who I've seen before do this said that it's like the 16s and up that need extensions. Well, she's a 14 and we need extensions. That's nothing to really worry about. Like I said, I think I've seen them online. They're maybe like 20, 30 bucks. I think I can't install my white pipe until they're in too. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put this steering shaft back together. I have it still in pieces. Well, not pieces, but I still have the bolts and everything, and still have the steering wheel all strapped up there. But I'll put that back in. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the spark plugs and the spark plug wires. So we'll go ahead and get a jump on that, get that looking great, and then all I gotta do legit is just put these extensions in, do the white pipe, and then we're good to go. I'm literally just using Duralast 5/8 spark plug socket. Like I said, super cheap, got it from like AutoZone. Man, look at the difference between these guys and these new ones. It's gonna be night and day. I know she's gonna run so much better. What is it, for like measurement or something? Like, what do you do with this thing? Bro, look at this. Dude, look at it from the top. Oh my gosh, this looks so freaking sick, dude. Yo. That's actually freaking awesome, look at that. But now I'm actually gonna go ahead and install that drive shaft back. Then we'll do this process on the other side. Bro, look at this. Look how freaking cool that looks. Dude, that looks so nice. You get to see a little bit of touch of the red. Got the heat shields all installed and everything. I mean, this is like honestly like the money shot right here. Look how clean that is, man. Holy crap. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. Like I said, I gotta order those stupid O2 sensor extensions. I can't install anything else at the moment. I can't really do the white pipe either. Like, this kind of limit my, you know, my reach up in there. So I can't really do that at the moment. Might even go ahead and install these things back on here. Old cap and these little covers and stuff. And then my dipstick and whatnot, since that's all done. But it's coming along so good. This is such a childhood dream, dude. So like, oh, my excitement is crazy. I love it. This is awesome. So I'll catch up with y'all whenever I get these O2 extensions, and then we'll go on from there and finish up. Alrighty, y'all. It is day like, I have no idea. I think it's been a week though. Because I've been hitting it like here and there, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to get it as much as I can throughout my days. We got Michigan Motorsports Automotive. Appreciate you guys for coming clutch like that. And then I have the extension going over. I actually zip tied it. I'll show you here in just a second. Zip tied it up there. And then I zip tied it here again, just to make sure it's kind of like out of the way and not touching. And then we got them plugged in right there. So It's time to install the white pipe here. Alrighty, y'all, so I don't know if y'all can really tell, but this header piece seems to be kind of crescent mooned. Not sure if it's just like this piece right here, but that X pipe won't fit on there. You probably saw the GoPro footage. It's just nothing I could do would make it fit. And I can't rotate the pipe any due to the circumstances here, but I think I really need to go ahead and maybe even this out. I went and picked up one of these expanders, this pipe expanders, so it goes to like 3 inches and like 7/16 or something like that. So we're gonna use that guy right there and see if I can go ahead and maybe just round him out or straighten him, whatever, so this way we can get this X pipe on here, because this is the only thing holding us back now from really starting her up. I somehow just got this white pipe on, and now I'm trying to keep it going. Come on. We finally got this thing on here, so I'm gonna go ahead and start clamping all these bad boys on here. Back to a time lapse. I should probably get this trans brace and test it. Alrighty, y'all, so we're finally about to start this girl up. I'm a little nervous because, like, I trust my jack stands, but, like, I don't know, I'm just a little nervous to start her and, like, you know, the little jolt. I don't want it to disrupt anything, but I'm super excited. And I checked last night, so I checked all my spark plugs. Actually, thank God I did, because I figured out that, like, the bottom spark plug wire, it wasn't pushed all the way down in on the spark plug, and all of them are like that. So I thought, like, whenever I just pushed it into the middle, like, that was the connector, but I should have known better. So I fixed all those last night, so all the spark plug wires are good now. Every header bolt's tightened really good. We're gonna start her up, so. I think she's got power. Oh, she does. This in here. Get it rolling up. Please don't blow up on me. Here we go. Smell them headers. Oh my gosh. You can smell them. And you're gonna kind of get some smoke because of all the PB blaster, and the daggone headers are breaking in too. So I'm checking everything, making sure we're all good. Oh. Everybody's firing. Let it go through a heat cycle. Good. I don't hear any leaks or anything. It sounds like the Firebird, dude. I don't really hear any leaks either. At least at the moment. I just went ahead and shut her off, let her go through a heat cycle. It sounds so good. I can't wait to hear this, like, paired up with that Borla attack, dude. Holy crap. Pretty much every clamp has a little bit of an exhaust leak, so I think I really just have to, like, just clamp down on these things. I'm not too sure. Everybody kind of was saying the same thing with these clamps, is just to, like, really get them down. All right, y'all. I'll see you whenever I start putting this thing back together, and then I'll catch up with you then. All right, y'all. It's time to get her freaking out of this garage. Get this Ford out of the way, and then it's Sierra's turn to get out of here. For our first initial drive right now. it's gonna be so bad. Sorry, neighbors. Lock the Ford up real quick. Perfect. It sounds so bad. It's our first like main road. Just get on the highway, shall we? I know it's windy, I'm sorry. All right, so after installing these new spark plug wires and spark plug, she's running very smooth. Obviously the entire truck is vibrating violently, but she's running pretty smooth actually. So it's really nice. I feel the difference, like seriously, it's on a placebo effect here. Yeah, so I'm, this is crazy. It is so loud. It shakes the whole truck, dude. Oh, you can hear that. Every time it does it, it shakes the whole truck. Yo. It's so loud, even inside. Holy crap. So if you want just straight headers, this is what it's gonna sound like. Oh my gosh. Yeah, even her response time, it's so snappy right now. All right, guys, that is it right there. Holy crap, that was actually really fun. I've even found some videos with headers and the Borla Attack, and it sounds beautiful. Oh my gosh. There's your open headers. I mean, we're talking no cats, we're talking new spark plugs, all this kind of thing. She runs super, super smooth. I mean, like, it is a night and day difference. It runs absolutely amazing. I love it so much, and I cannot wait to do more mods to this thing. But this is gonna be kind of a part one to this. I wanna just do it where it's how to install it. So if you're here for that, there you go. But for my subscribers, it's gonna be a little 3-part. So we're gonna do this one. We'll get it with the exhaust on there. And then I plan on actually getting her tuned because I want to have all the air to fuel ratios. I want the transmission to be all set. So this way she's running nice and smooth and we're getting good performance out of her, kind of, you know, because we have the daily, the Ford, and now we got Project Sierra. So super excited, but one more good look at them. They look freaking amazing in there. Look at that. They're really hot too. You can see all the fumes coming off of them. But yeah, it's just, oh, I'm so happy to be able to do this, y'all. Look at these things, dude. Looks so cool in there. But yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I have a lot to clean up in here. It's just been nothing but a mess for the past couple of weeks, but huge shout out to Speed Engineering for having some pretty affordable long tube headers. And then we went ahead and did a little extras with the spark plug wires and all that stuff. So if you're gonna do this, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put the subtotal up here. So this is how much it costs to do what I just did. So with the wires, the new spark plugs, the gasket, everything, headers will be listed in this price. And this is, like I said, excluding your exhaust if you wanna get it tuned yourself, but just base, bolt-ons here, tools, whatever, accessories. This way, you know, when you walk into it, you're like, all right, well, the headers are like $600 with the Y pipe, so well, how much are spark plug wires and blah, blah, blah. So I definitely enjoyed this process, and I'm looking forward to the many things we're gonna be doing with Sierra here soon, because she is officially our project truck. We're gonna do some cool things with her, and yeah, I'm gonna get this exhaust on quick, because she sounds like a tractor. It's so annoying, but it does sound pretty cool with the straight headers and like no cats or anything. As always, guys, appreciate you so much for watching. Just remember, Jesus loves you, so do I. Appreciate all you for watching. You can like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. It is your choice, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.